I don't even know what the business world is about, but I'm excited. Like, I keep thinking this is going to be like a great adventure. I am going to miss everything. I'm going to miss walking in the door and saying hi to the crew who's been there since 2:30. I'm going to miss when Savannah sits next to me at 6:45 and for 15 minutes we pour out all of our innermost secrets. I'm going to miss walking out on the plaza and seeing people who I feel like weirdly I know. I was just thinking about that today. I'm going to miss the hugs that come with that. It's such a beautiful part. And I think I'm going to miss everything, really. You're going to hear it from me right now. They're going to completely and totally crush it. Savannah is an all-star, I think best interviewer in the business. I would put her up against anybody. Craig has been working, is an amazing human being, smart, funny, and all the things, and it's his turn. And my only advice, which I actually don't really have it because they're super crazy talented, is just to continue to be exactly themselves. Because the only time you flub, and I've flubbed many times this way, is trying to do something that is not right for you. Trying to be this kind of journalist when you're really that kind of journalist. So I think my advice is, like, enjoy the ride. And they will, because they're friends and they're right for the job and they're going to be extraordinary. Life is funny, isn't it? Because think about all the holes that have been filled over the years when anchors left, and somehow it just kind of all merges together. The Today Show has a very deep bench that is crazy when you think about it. I think Jenna Busher's kind of a little secret weapon. I think that she has the ability to kind of come into the show maybe even earlier and fill an incredible spot, because when you see Jenna, you're happy. You're like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel good. Here she is. Her adding to it would be beautiful. And I think other than that, it's sort of like everyone has that part in them. Sometimes you show it, sometimes you don't. And I think it's like, set it free, man, set it free. I am excited. Like, I feel like a kid who's starting something. Like, I'm 60 and I'm starting something brand new I've never done before. And I kind of got hooked in the wellness space. I did a few things and I was like, why do I feel better? And they were like, why don't you try breathing? I go, because I've been breathing for 58 years. So no, thank you. Then all of a sudden I tried a couple of techniques and I was like, breathing is free. It is transformative and amazing. The thing about wellness is it kind of feels like it's for fancy people when really it's for us, for everybody. So I thought, why don't we make wellness something that is accessible? And I'm not talking about like fitness. I'm talking about like internal wellness, like working all the stuff inside that gives you clarity and peace and makes you feel like you have a warm hand on your heart. You're like, oh, I can feel that. So this company will be doing that. There'll be retreats and a podcast and all kinds of things that will lend itself to this path. So I've never been in the business. I don't even know what the business world is about, but I'm excited. Like, I keep thinking this is going to be like a great adventure. And I told it to my kids. She goes, well, now what, Mom? Now what are we going to be doing? I go, we're going on a great adventure. And I think it's going to be fun. And I think it'll be fun for my kids to see me build something. Yes, you will. So I will be going to the Olympics in Milan and in LA. When they were saying, let's do things together, because of course I am part of NBC and will be. So I said, how about if we do the Olympics? So I'll be kind of in a Snoop-ish kind of role, working with the Today Show in Milan and in LA. I'm going to continue to do my Making Space podcast, which I love deeply. Like, it is such a part of me. And I'll be coming back to the Today Show maybe like once a month in the springtime to, talk about stuff and maybe do a story here and there, that kind of thing. And I'm excited about that too, because I've never been there in that capacity. So I think that would be fun too. So I get to play with my friends again. Some of the most basic things in the world, walking them to school, making a cup of coffee, putting it in a mug, taking them to school, holding their hands, listening to them talk about what's to come that day. It's the most mundane things that I've been missing. And I was thinking about this one time. Life has its exclamation marks. the best days. It's a girl. She said, yes, you got the job. You won. And it also has exclamation marks on the other side. He didn't make it. The diagnosis is bad. They broke up. But most days are just Wednesday. Just a plain old day. And I want to have those days. I want to have Wednesdays where I walk my kids to school and I pick them up from school and we throw hamburgers on the barbecue and we crank up Taylor Swift and I try to play the guitar as badly as I do. That's all I want, just Wednesdays. I want a lifetime of Wednesdays. I think what's important to me is time. That's it. Because I think I was trying to squeeze in a lot of mothering in windows that were available to me. And now, like I have a time pie and the kids now get a bigger slice. Mothering means listening to them, unpacking their backpack and looking at all their stuff that they made and for them not to notice when I throw half of it away because we have so much of it in the house. And all the little things, whispering at night, the secrets about what happened that day and all those kinds of things. I love it. I love the suburbs. I love everything about it. I love that my kids walk to school. I love that I have a minivan. I love that I go to the grocery store. I love that my kids climb trees. I love that they say, I'll be out back and I know exactly where they are and that we don't have to pack up to go to the park and make a whole day out of it. They can swing until they have to go to the bathroom and then they can go in the house and go and then go back out, like the smallest things, I love the suburbs. I feel like I was made for it. I was shocked because I feel like it's a hat. If not for Laura, who's here, who usually has a pound of gel and a hammer that gets it into place. When Andy said that I was like this, are you talking about me? My hair's been the bane of my existence my whole life. I have weather sensitive hair, so when it rains, I am like running like there's incoming fire, even though all it is some raindrops. But, leave it to Andy to find the silver lining.